I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, really breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under.
Yay!
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Day after Memorial Day.
That's right. Yesterday we did some memorialing.
Yeah, we did. We did. We had the barbecues and
The memorializings.
the memorializings, yes. The burning of the cow flesh,
Right.
the burning of the,
The
gunpowders, the
searing,
incendiary explosiveness
the searing of the fuses.
of the fuses, yes.
Yes.
Which led to the minor, I can't call them explosions.
Well, they are technically.
I mean, they are.
I mean, they
but
are.
weren't.
Controlled, very controlled minor explosions.
Like, well, yeah, very controlled. I'm not allowed to do non-controlled anymore.
Yeah, that's
Just
a whole
saying.
different story, honestly. So, it's that sort of thing. Well, with all that done and everything going on, and all that we've memorialized and et cetera, we have so many wonderful,
Oh, Jesus.
wonderful stories. And this one starts with a video.
I hate you.
Pass it, Squeaks.
Is that a chicken?
Whoa, watch it. You almost hit me in the pee-pee.
Wait, I'm sorry.
What's so funny, you two?
He said pee-pee.
Do you notice that
What? What the hell are you making me watch?
You just gotta stick with it, buddy.
Do I have to? I don't know if I can.
No, you can.
when you say pee-pee, you giggle, but when you say penis, you say it in a serious voice?
I never
Hold on,
noticed
stop.
that before.
Stop. No, I don't. I giggle both times. I don't understand who the hell this lady is. They both make me giggle.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
oh, go ahead.
Some children and adults feel uncomfortable when they talk about their private parts, so they make up cute or funny names for them.
What's one for a girl's private parts?
Vajayjay!
This is very uncomfortable.
By the way, this is from Amaze Parents. Amaze Parents is a site that uses YouTube videos to help teach kids about certain issues of the day. They've decided that they're going to go down the line of not only the whole gender identity and where babies come from and everything else, but they also want you to know about the private parts, children.
But what does Scoops mean when he says vajayjay?
He means vulva.
That's right, Kayla. It's important
Wait,
to
what?
use the proper words for our private parts.
What do you mean?
Why?
What?
Because our
No.
What?
I
What? It means vulva. What's the problem? What?
this is.
What?
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Uh-huh.
Everything. Arguably, this is educational. Arguably.
It's a very arguable
It's a very long.
stance.
I got it. I know it's a long way to the well, but
Yeah.
I would argue.
I mean, there is educational purposes behind
that's what
it.
I mean. At least,
Okay.
at least these kids aren't learning it through watching porn.
private parts are just as amazing as our hearts, lungs, brains, or
Are they?
any other of our
Are they
amazing
really,
body
though?
parts.
But
Are they
our
really?
hearts pump blood, our lungs breathe, and our brains think.
private parts do is pee. That's not entirely true, Scoops.
Sorry? What's the problem?
Oh dear Lord! I want to know. I have this really bad feeling that little lizard is called Scoops for a reason, and I don't know what that is, and it bothers me.
It is true that a person pees or urinates through a hole called the urethra in the penis.
Does everyone have a urethra?
They do. It can be
Oh,
harder to
good.
see, but girls have a tiny hole in the front of the vulva where urine comes out from their
Yeah,
urethra.
this is very educational so
Urination
far.
is actually very important. It helps
Very
us get rid of
educational,
waste,
right?
stuff our body doesn't need.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how come my penis gets big sometimes and points up in the air?
That's called an erection.
Sometimes
Hold on,
I
stop.
Uh-huh.
Stop.
Uh-huh.
How old is this setup for? I mean, because I'm guessing by the drawings and by the apparent age of the children in the
Yep.
cartoon, they can't be what, 6,
Uh-huh.
7?
Yeah, something like
ish?
that. Ish.
It's
Enough to talk sentences.
they don't need to be knowing this.
touch my penis because it feels
No,
good.
stop it.
Sometimes
Stop it.
when
Stop
I'm in
it.
my bath.
No, stop.
What?
No.
What?
No. No. No.
What? No. Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nope. I need
Not.
you to finish.
Apparently that kid did too.
Yeah.
No.
that's
No.
what
No.
she
No. No. That.
Or when mom puts me to bed, I like to touch my vulva too.
No. I'm not doing this. I can take headphones out and I don't have to hear anything and I can still do the damn show. No. This is disgusting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Like I'm there with you. Okay, you want to teach the kids about, how you pee. Okay,
Yeah.
fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the limit where that needs to go.
No,
Once you start talking about 5 and 6-year-old kids touching themselves, no.
Yep. So the reason why I brought this up to your attention was one, because I knew you'd react that way. And two,
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
and two, I honestly think that you, everybody out there with children, need to know about that this is what's being taught. This is on Amaze Parents, which is actually a YouTube Kids channel.
No, I got that, but like, is it?
It is being taught in a school.
Oh, great.
This is being taught in schools now.
You
Okay,
have
no,
a
turn it
clitoris
off.
there, Caleb.
Turn it
It
off.
probably
What?
feels
Turn
good
it off.
to
You
touch
can't
the
do it?
same
I'm not
way
doing it.
Not
No,
doing
we're
it?
done.
penis
We're
feels
done.
good when
This
she
is
touches
pissing me
it.
off.
We're
now.
done?
Have you ever noticed
Already?
that
Turn it
older
off.
kids and grown-ups
Turn it off.
don't touch their
That is just. Oh,
But we didn't get to the best part.
No, I can't.
We didn't get to it.
No, I don't care.
We didn't
I
get to the
don't
best
care
part.
because this is they're what best part? They're teaching this crap to our 6-year-olds.
This right here.
That's what I'm talking about. The woman adds, apparently, according to the story, that it is okay to touch yourself and see how different body parts feel, although it is only best to do it in private. I'm sorry, but at what point, how is this not pedophilia? How is this not grooming? I mean, I thought that if I was approaching children and doing this very same bit or saying anything along those same lines on any level, I would be arrested. I wouldn't be allowed within 500 feet of a school.
You're correct.
So why is it that YouTube is consenting to this? How is this okay? Again, you want to talk about anatomy. Okay, cool. Not appropriate, I think, for that age group, and damn sure not, a YouTube video's business to do. However, it's educational. Okay, cool.
Until you get to there.
Once you start getting with I'm touching myself, it's okay to do that, explaining about what erections and things are, to a 5 and 6 and 7-year-old, no. And again, any other type of situation, the person will be arrested for child sex.
Yes.
For pedophilia,
Yes.
for underage, and it would be
Yes.
a felony.
Right.
So again, I ask, why is this okay?
That's a great question. Asking for a friend Jack all over there. I removed YouTube from everything so my kids don't see this shit.
Well, that's
That's about right. It's about right there.
I can't do this.
So how Jackal really YouTube videos to teach kids about sex and stuff. Whatever happened to take the kids to the local farm to teach them about this stuff?
Yeah, and I mean, again, but that's just it. Is the parents would take the kids and do it. You know what I mean?
Right. The
parents are doing a job. There are no
the parents'
parents
job.
involved here.
No, not at all. No. And see, the funny thing is, this is being taught in New York City at the Dalton School.
Not Dalton.
Dalton, yes.
Oh, yes,
Where you have to pay
Dalton.
$55,000 a year for each kid.
Jesus.
And by the way, their maxim is you get what you pay for.
This is insane. I can't. I don't know. I can't do it. I understand the world is going to hell, and this is where we're headed, and this is stuff that's going on. But you still can never. I can't anyway. I'm never still fully prepared when I face it. When you see
when you actually hear
stuff,
it and see it right in front
like
of your face.
when it's right there, you're like, wait,
what?
At what part does anybody think that this is a good idea?
Oh, there are many people that.
And I
think
got that, but I swear to God, I've never met anybody. So I truly no gotchas, no attacking, no nothing. I would love to sit down with one of these people and have them explain the logic to me.
Well, the teacher who presented this made sure to tell the parents that the word masturbation never actually was mentioned in the video.
What does that have to do with anything?
It just told them not to touch themselves in public.
Yeah, but touching yourself, as they referred to masturbation. Okay, so I could say I knocked off somebody. I didn't say I murdered them.
Right, it's knocked off.
Severe.
What does that mean? Oh, I could have knocked him out.
What's the
Whatever.
difference? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. You can't hold me liable for the fact they turned up dead
Right,
just because I said I'm going to knock them off.
right. I never actually did it.
The words "I killed him" never came out of my mouth.
Right.
Murder and killing never came out of my mouth. Are
Right.
we really there now?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, we are.
I can't.
One of the parents exclaimed, "I'm paying $50,000 for these assholes to tell my kids not to let her grandfather hug her when he sees her." One parent told the Post, which said parents spoke on the condition of
Oh, God, shut up.
because
you
they feared
spineless
retaliation.
bastards.
They feared
No, you don't sit here and throw yourself around and be like, "Oh, I'm paying all this money," blah, 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 and then you won't let me hug my... And then you go, "Well, I'm not going to say nothing because I'm going to get retaliated." Really? I bet you're still paying them $50,000, ain't you? You still sending your kid there, ain't you?
These lessons were for first graders. Oh, Jesus. And all the lessons for first graders include subjects like gender assignment at birth, gender identity, gender expression, etc. The kids have no less than 5 classes on gender identity. This is
No less?
This is pure indoctrination.
Holy
that was from a
cow.
mother.
No, Oblivion Flickering over on Twitter. I completely agree. If the teacher, quote unquote, thinks there's nothing wrong with teaching this crap to small children, then why did she tell them to do it in private? Is she telling them to be ashamed?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if there really is nothing wrong with it, then why are you sneaking around about it? Why are you hiding about it? This stuff is, it's not something that needs to be discussed, arguably among adults.
Yeah.
Okay? You damn sure as a 6-year-old don't need to be having these conversations. Okay? There's certain points. And forget the whole, well, if I want my child wants to be able to decide what gender they are. That doesn't even have anything to do with it.
Right.
This is underage sexual deviancy. That's all this is.
Yes.
And they're paying for it.
Right.
Literally.
And if you don't want to pay for it, you can just watch the cartoons.
We were.
No.
We just were.
I'm talking
YouTube.
about on regular TV.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, this is also on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Oh, great.
There's a children's show, Blue's Clues and You.
Blues Clues and You?
Blues Clues and You. It's a children's show.
No, I got that. Is it like
It's Blues Clues.
It's Blues Clues? They just extended it now.
Yeah.
And You.
And You. It's Blues Clues
Okay.
and You.
And me.
They released a quilt bag themed video on its YouTube channel showing an animated drag queen singing to the kids about 2 daddies and 2 mommies, as well as trans and non-binary and pan families and members to mark Pride Month.
Well, never mind. I was going to ask, how can you have an animated drag queen? But I guess if you just drew a woman and had it with a guy's voice, right?
Basically,
That's
that's literally what they did.
I mean,
Just
because
a heavily make-upped person
Yeah, but that, I
and
mean,
then you put a guy's voice behind it.
that's the only way that would apply, though. Isn't
Right.
it? I love the, I don't know what that is, a wand.
The wand with the fist.
The fist in there? Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the solidarity fist there.
Solidarity
That's,
fist with the rainbow and
wow.
all the rest of it. Yeah.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like a microphone. or
Socialism
whatever.
is
It's pretty high on the mark there, isn't it?
wow. They are not hiding
Get
nothing.
it? Get
I
it?
see
On
what you
the
did.
mark. It's Thank you.
See what you did there.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is
So rainbow flag, Marxism, drag queens, alligators, rainbows. You know, the whole deal.
the whole thing.
The whole thing on Blue's Clues and
whole
You.
shebang.
That's
Oh, good.
right. Yeah, the drag queen in the video is an animated version of a real life drag queen,
oh, good.
Nina West,
Good, because we don't want anybody, plagiarizing anything.
who today called a beloved RuPaul's Drag Race contestant from season 11.
Oh, well, now that we're accurate.
Right. West's character leads young viewers in a song about a pride parade to the tune of Ants Go Marching.
Again, this is not something that, 5-6-year-old kids need to be doing
And it shows different groups of animals
now.
in a parade waving rainbow flags. The lyrics also include quilt bag buzzwords such as ace, which means for asexual, and queer, bi, pan, allies, kings and queens.
I literally speak, which is hard for me because I'm not one to not have anything to say. I don't. Well, I mean, what do you say to this?
Yeah, see, this is still a Nickelodeon show.
Oh, of course it is. It's just done through YouTube. It's just another.
Oh no, this is
Avenue.
just a clip that was put onto YouTube. It was on the show.
Oh, good. Oh, well.
They just released it onto YouTube for Pride Month.
Why do we have to keep doing this crap?
Yeah,
Why can't we have like Constipation Month?
that'd be great.
I'm just saying, knowing whether or not somebody is proud about being constipated is about as important as knowing whether or not somebody is what they believe they are or what their sexual orientation is in the bedroom.
Uh-huh.
I don't care about it any more than anybody wants to hear about my bowel movements. But apparently, if they can have a parade for every damn thing else, why can't we do something about that?
Well, so the what was that song? Oh, it's by Papa Roach.
You gotta be more specific than that.
Last Resort. Got my life.
Oh,
into-
yeah.
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 So when I was in high school, that song came out,
Yeah.
and we turned it into a song about constipation, which was hilarious to us.
I mean, I'm sure that fits here, but I'm just saying
It was great, honestly, and I think it would match with Blue's Clues.
it's possible.
It would be wonderful. I think so. I think we need to finish the song now.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go.
it might need to be done. But my point is that's the way it all works. It's the way it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could literally the whole thing with this whole the Pride Month.
Uh huh.
It's that literally is like saying I have dog poo in my yard. That's like saying I have buttermilk in my fridge. That's like saying I have Harry Potter on my bookshelf. That's like it doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. There isn't anybody who gives a flying fig about it. It doesn't pertain to their life. No one cares.
Stop it.
Why, if we're going to go through this stupidity of having Pride Month and Pride Parades and all of this shit, then by God, let's start doing it for something that everyone can kind of get in on.
Kathy on the Facebook. Turd Parade?
Yes. Why not?
Everybody should be involved. Oh, one of the floats can be an actual golden throne.
Yes. Oh, please. There's a lot of things we could do. There's a lot of...
You could TP the entire place and it'd be festive.
There is all kinds of things you could pick and do that are a lot more entertaining that actually can bring unity than these stupid pride parades and pride months. No, all you're doing is just ostracizing people. You're driving wedges more. You're encircling the camps of these cliques, and that's it.
unified and going to the bathroom by yourself.
Takes e pluribus unum to a whole nother level, doesn't it?
right?
From many, one.
And by that I mean from many plates, one dump.
From the earth you came, and to the earth you shall return.
Eventually through the pipes.
Just saying, this is the kind of stuff that goes on. This literally is what, whether you're talking about homosexuality or transgenderism or whatever else, to any month, any Pride month of any kind,
Right.
you could insert anything into that. You could make anything a Pride. Like,
Now everybody's making songs out of
I know.
Tech Crew.
Cut my frog into pieces. This is my lab report.
Dun, dun. Sorry, but that's awesome.
I know. There you go. Asking for Fringe Jackhole. Now that the warm weather is here, can we have a chafing month?
Yes.
You know, swamp ass month, something. Because everybody gets that. You know, how about, have a job month, where everybody celebrates the fact that we have a job, because not everybody does. You want to get technical. We could find something, but instead of actually finding stuff that we could be unified on,
Truly
that we
be,
could-
truly,
yeah, that we
truly.
everybody can, at one point in their life or another can kind of go, I can relate to that. I understand that.
Right.
Blah blah blah. Whatever. Instead of doing all of that.
Right.
No. Let's just stick with pride, gay pride, and homosexuality and LGBT, because that's important. Continuing to not, to not try to unify, to continue to try and not, treat people like douches anymore. No. Let's just leave it alone.
Right.
Let's just leave it alone.
Let it be. That's another good song. Let it be.
I don't know. You know what? Jesus needs to hurry up and get here. I can't do this anymore. I can't.
It's just not a, you're
No,
dying,
at this
dying,
point,
aren't you?
at this point, I kind of want to pull a Jonah and just go climb up on a hill somewhere with a bag of popcorn and a lawn chair and just watch it all end.
You know what? I could find a place.
I know I've got a couple of ideas.
I can find a place. This sounds like a good idea.
Jesus needs to hurry up and get back so I can eat my popcorn on the hill and just watch it all go.
Instead of being a city on a hill, you're just sitting on
And
a hill.
just sit back. Anybody who wants to come watch the fun, you pull up a chair and pass around popcorn. Like, oh, look at that. I used to live down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smoldering spot over there.
Yep.
Yeah, used to be mine.
That one right there in Sunder. Yep. That was my guy. That was my place right there.
I'm beyond fed up with it. I mean, what can you do about it? Like, it's taken everything I have not to have my head explode. The fact that there's a sleeping child in there is the only thing keeping my ass in check. Let's just be honest.
I know. It is really true. Big Pharma Steve echoing your point. Yep. Stop the world. I want to get off. Also, how do you know it's June 1st? Every flag-waving, flaming homo type sexual feels to update their profile picture
Yeah.
to some kind of gay pride picture. That's how you know.
No, I know. And unfortunately, Pride Month is turned into is turned into the same thing as veganism. Is
It's how do you know somebody's gay?
I'll tell you.
That's right.
They'll tell you. Mm-hmm. I don't.
Unless they're a tranny, and then they're not going to tell you.
Oh no, it'll be obvious, and then you'll never pick the right one, and then they'll turn around and sue you because you didn't pick the right one.
Right. Adam W. Johnson, the poop parade. To get a parade permit, would have to you would have to tell the police in advance what their movements will be. If they knew that, there wouldn't be a parade of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask San Francisco.
They always have a poop parade.
They always do. Oblivion Flickering on Twitter. Am I just a man who dresses like a woman, or am I a man with a hairy chest? Do you want that where'd he go? Do you want the toxic boy toy or the cutesy girl? You're not a boy. You're not a girl. Don't be confused by the parts in your pants. Just ignore them and learn to prance. I know it's a song and I butchered it, and I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But it works, though. It's good.
Yeah, yeah. We see you over there critiqued over on the D Live. We see you.
No. Actually, Critiqued, I disagree with you entirely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I want them all gone. Let's
Every celebration month.
Screw celebrating a month. I'm done with this crap.
There's no reason to.
No,
do it.
there isn't, because if you get technical, everybody then at one point or another is going to want a month, and you're not going to be able to do everything for every different group.
And by
Just
the way,
get rid of them.
We
No
all
more
know that there's like multiple months that have
multiple things
in each
Yeah, and I
month.
know. But I'm saying, get done with it. Done with the month thing. You want to have an appreciation day. You want to have cool, knock it out. But just drag it on for a month. And conveniently enough, it isn't anything that has any actual, I don't know, moral standing or any, classic nuclear family type styling. There is no straight month. There is no white month. There is no anything like that. Why? Because everybody would deem that racist. Well, okay. Then everything else needs to go too.
Oh, he agrees with that, at least.
Yeah, no, I'm get rid of all of them. Done. I want to go back to, guess what month it is? June. That's what I want. I want all of it. And I understand there are certain months, there are certain things that do kind of highlight, actual, good awarenesses or whatever. Cool. Nope. Done.
All
gone.
of them gone. Everything gone.
Because technically you're picking one then above others, and that's
We're going to Jehovah's Witness this bitch.
exactly. Thank you. We ain't doing nothing.
It's all
of them gone.
Everything's gone.
You want to celebrate it, then you set it up in your own little home and do your own little thing and leave me the hell alone. Oh, God bless America.
This is Defenders Live.
Toby over there on the YouTubes, he says, in talks of what we were talking about just on the break there, he says, I've been this way for a few decades. I still don't know what rights I don't have or what there is to be proud about.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we're at a point now where what's up is down, what's,
Down is up.
wet is hard, and, it's cold is hot.
Actually, it has been cold and hot
Yeah, well, that's
recently.
but that's North Carolina weather. For you, though.
That's just the weather.
That's just, I promise you, it ain't going to be cold like that after today.
Well, there's supposed to be some rain coming.
Yeah, but it's not going to.
It's not going to cool it off.
I don't think so. It's
gonna have a cold
it'll
one.
cool it off, and then it'll get really humid. You know that. It's going to turn around and be like, look, it's only 82 degrees outside. With the dew point is at 100%.
Well, critiqued over there on the D Lives, letting us know that whatever happens is to just June. He had Africa Day last week in Ireland, of all places.
Why?
Why?
I'm sorry. I get
Critiqued. Why? Why is there Africa Week in Ireland?
that's a whole nother thing I haven't even gotten my brain wrapped around. Is the whole allegedly, like racism and stuff against black people in the UK. Now, hear me out. I understand.
I mean, are we talking about the band Africa?
No, they.
Or are we talking about Toto, where we bless the rains?
I was going to say, well, that's why there's no vampires in Africa.
Yeah, because you bless the rains down in Africa.
There you go.
It's a good dad
It
joke.
is so
it really is a
good.
good dad joke.
It really is. No, I'm just, it's one of those things where, like, I understand that there has been slavery against all races all over the globe. Okay?
Every race.
Every race.
Because
But-
we're all one race. So
but-
every race has had slavery.
Yeah, but as far as I understand, and maybe it's because we weren't there, and it's not our history,
Right.
Europe never really had, and correct me if I'm wrong. I've never been there. I haven't learned that kind of a history from that
Okay.
angle. But to my understanding, Europe never had a coming to Jesus with racism and everything else and slavery like America did.
No.
Not to that level. I'm not saying they
No.
didn't get rid of it and they didn't stop it and all that, but it
Technically,
was not near the holy crap,
no.
we're country dividing type thing that we had.
No, because we went through it first.
And that's what I'm saying. So
We went through it first, got through all the crap on our end.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, we're just going to pass these laws.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we better be doing that. We don't want that.
Have you seen what America did and what happened over there? We're just going to start passing these laws now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So to turn around and have places like Europe going, well, we've had these problems with racism. These people that are, BLM is very,
Shut up.
They're very prominent here over in the UK. No, are you kidding me? Again, like you said, they passed it quietly. And so everything was just kind of one day, it was all better. There wasn't any crap. There wasn't any fighting. There wasn't any.
Well, there was.
I mean,
It
I'm sure there was some.
It was mainly political, and it was usually inside of their own little
I know. I mean, I got that. But I'm talking about it wasn't literally
It wasn't violent death.
Yeah, it wasn't literally splitting families.
It wasn't making half the country die.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking about
just to free the people.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about just the Civil War. I'm also talking about, circa
No,
1968.
I know, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it always makes me giggle when, people, you hear about stuff going, BLM is very prominent here in the UK, and there's people marching around Buckingham Palace and
that's
blah,
why-
blah, blah. And I'm like, why?
That's why what's-her-name got shot in the head when she was going around in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't make sense to me. Because again, they just kind of went, oh, well, we probably shouldn't be doing that anymore. And they put it away and it was all done and everything was cool. And the only reason why anybody's complaining about that in the UK is because, oh, well, we see how wonderful it's doing over in America. Let's start some shit here.
Right.
That's all it is.
America finally did it. We can do it too. Look.
Just be as irritating as humanly possible.
He said you sounded like Boris Johnson.
I know. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson.
God bless his chubby diabetic heart. Anyway, speaking of
Chubby and diabetic.
chubby and diabetic. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice, who is a Republican, was joined the ranks of governors who are incentivizing people to get vaccinated for the COVID-19.
I'm just letting you see the picture of Jim Justice.
Oh, dear God. Who's holding him?
He was. It was his handler.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You should put that picture up just so people can see that.
We'll get to it.
And just a little bit. But anyway, yeah, he's trying to incentivize people of West Virginia by conducting a lottery.
Lottery, you say?
Yeah, only for the inoculated people.
Only for the inoculated.
Yep.
A lottery for the inoculated.
Yeah. The thing about this is this says a lot about the state. Governor Justice announced during a media briefing that the lottery will launch on the state's upcoming 158th birthday, June 20th, where a handful of West Virginians will become millionaires.
Oh, that's nice.
That is. Other winners will receive getaways
Okay.
to West Virginia state parks.
Right. Okay.
Which, I mean, it's a
That's
beautiful
not-
country out
not
there, but
really
like,
that's not
if you
a
live
getaway.
there, you're not going
That's
there.
not a getaway if you live in the state.
You get this is where it starts to get a little bit regional, I guess.
Well,
Definitely playing to the locals.
going to the strength.
Yeah,
Going
playing
right to strengths.
you're
playing
trying
with
to
strengths, yeah.
incentivize it in their way for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
One of the other giveaways is customized pickup trucks.
Oh.
With the Carolina Lean and all that.
Yeah. Well, that's West Virginia.
Yeah, lifetime hunting and fishing licenses, which is actually kind of stupid because I didn't realize you have to ask permission from the government to be able to hunt and fish.
Technically,
It's stupid.
I know.
It's dumb.
I know.
and even giving away custom rifles and shotguns. The drawings will go through August 4th. The Republican noted that to become eligible, residents must have at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine.
One dose.
One dose.
One of those.
Yeah, that's...
One of those. Sorry.
Additionally, all West Virginians aged 16 to 35 who have been fully vaccinated may register to receive either a $100 savings bond, because we know that's going to be worth something,
That's useful.
or a $100 gift certificate. Students ages 12 to 25 will also be eligible to win one of 2 full 4-year scholarships to any institution in the state.
Of West Virginia.
Isn't that fantastic?
Chris over there on the YouTube's letting us know that chubby diabetic. Yes, I'm here.
Wasn't talking about you, but welcome. We're glad that you made it.
Glad you're here. Yes.
I feel like it's been forever since we
I
saw your
know.
name pop up.
It has been.
Thank God. Anyway,
Hard to miss.
quote, there are going to be so many wonderful prizes that you can win. It'll blow you away. We're going to make a few West Virginians millionaires before this is over. Some people will win trucks and scholarships and on. But we've got to get you vaccinated first. Not only are a bunch of people going to win all kinds of great stuff, but by getting vaccinated, you'll protect your life. And it'll protect your family and friends and all around you. Save a life and change your life.
You trailed off there for a
Yeah, I
bit.
did.
I kind of have this idea that you maybe didn't think that was real, or
No, I don't believe it.
don't believe any of the things.
No,
that
I
you
mean,
were
I'm
saying.
sure he said it.
No. You don't believe a thing that you just read.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's
There's not one statement out of any of that I,
that. Well, I mean, they will make some people millionaires.
I'm sure they will. And West Virginia, though, is not going to do any good because the economy up there, the job market is horrible. Meth is rampant through that place. Drug use is
Terry
destroying that state.
By the way, and just so everybody's clear here, if you do not have the ability to manage money now, like right now,
Right now?
you are going to not only be broke, but dead broke in like 2 years after getting $1 million from any lottery.
That's true.
If you don't know how to manage money, or you don't have somebody in your life that can manage the money for you and make sure that you don't just up and, I don't know, spend it all on stupid, which is normally what happens.
Not that it's really worth that much to begin with, but
Right, but at the same point in time,
no, I got you.
usually what happens is within a year of winning a lottery, whoever won the lottery is in debt more than what they've got.
Oh, critiqued. It's close. You missed it by that much. Even the Fresh Prince left West Virginia. It wasn't West Virginia, it was Philadelphia.
West Philadelphia.
West Philadelphia.
Born and
and raised on a playground was where
So
I spent
close.
most of my days. Now,
So close.
But to be fair,
To be fair,
West Virginia and Philadelphia are like right there.
technically.
They're
They
really
are.
close
They are.
together. So
and technically, West Virginia is right next to West Philadelphia.
it is. It is. So
I mean, you're close.
technically he might have been, except for if he hung out in West Virginia, he might not have been picked on, but he might have been in drugs and he never would have made it to Bel Air.
Right.
Just saying.
Well, unless his
No.
mom kicked him out
No, he wouldn't
because
have
of
done
the
it.
drug use.
That's what I'm saying. He would have been in drug use and he would have been in rehab somewhere. And not for nothing, Philadelphia is not any better when it comes to drugs either.
Oh heck no,
really
it's
bad there.
it's just as bad.
It's really bad there.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania as a whole, but Philadelphia especially. God
which
bless
is
them.
weird because the like half the population in Pennsylvania is
Not really,
is, like,
because
the
again,
Dutch country and all that.
yes, but what I'm saying, but it's not when you have West Virginia right next door, which literally the people are poor, they're broke, they have nothing, they have no jobs, they have nothing. So the only thing they can do when they do have money is they're trying to kill that I'm poor, I have nothing type
vibe inside of their head.
and
Yeah.
and so they turn to drugs, and it just turns into this giant thing. And with it being so close to Philadelphia, it spills over.
It's true. It's true.
It does make sense.
Adam W. Johnson over on the Twitters. What good is being a millionaire if you could turn into a zombie? Unless, of course, you're Bill Murray.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, what would you do with $1 million? I know what I would do. Never mind. I'm not going to ask that question because I know what we would do with $1 million.
If I had $1 million, I'd be rich. Anyway, Big Pharma Steve over there on the Twitters as well. Don't forget the prize of a 5-gallon jug of moonshine, a life supply of Copenhagen, and a grand prize of wedding licenses for you and your sister.
Yeah. Now, you can't go with Copenhagen up there because that is way too high end a dip. Now, Kodiak
would have been the way to go.
or Red Seal, something like that. Okay, you might get a life supply from that one. But Copenhagen is a little on the pricey end. Like there's rich people that can't even do that.
That don't do the Copens.
No, that's... I think you're asking for a little too much there, my friend. But good try.
Too much. Sorry.
But I get it, though. It's...
No, yeah, I mean, you're right.
They are desperately trying to, again, quote unquote, incentivize people to get this vaccine or the shot. I hate calling it a vaccine. This shot.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
They want to stab people.
And I got that, but doesn't that not bother people just a little bit?
Just a hair.
I mean, usually to get a vaccine for something, there's usually evidence, and you could point to it and go, "Oh, look, this is good for you," and you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you have to incentivize someone if it works? I'm just saying. I don't know. And then there's the whole Bill Gates. I read something somewhere that Bill Gates had working on genetically modified mosquitoes and released
he's
whole
doing a whole bunch
boatload
of stuff.
like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're all gonna die.
Yep. Thanks, Gates. Democratic Representative Eleanor Holmes Norton over in D.C. introduced legislation on Tuesday, that's today, that requires automobile companies to test car safety using crash dummies modeled on both male and female bodies.
Why? Wait, why? She never watched a crash test? She couldn't have. There's no way she would have. Because there's...
I've only gotten into the first sentence.
God bless it. Okay. Why? Why? She again. So the test dummies, the mannequins, to whence are put into automobiles.
Yes.
And launched.
By the way, great early 90s movie, Mannequin.
I know.
It's good times.
Well, it was launched usually at a rather high speed into a wall or another car or something of that variation. Have you ever seen those particular mannequins, the test dummies? Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they resemble like a life-size
Adult?
like a Ken doll.
Basically, yeah.
Most of them, aside from the face,
Which is just an interchangeable head.
it's not even that. It's more just kind of shaped with
Like, it has
with
the arrow
a yellow and black
circle
thing on the face.
Yeah.
It's literally caption points for computers and for cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but there is no, other than the fact that it doesn't have boobs, and again, there are women who don't have boobs or don't have very big ones or whatever. So
Right.
you could argue
Technically, it
that
works.
it could be just a very small-chested woman.
Sure.
So what's the difference?
In addition to enhancing the safety of female drivers, the non-voting delegate representative, the Nationals capital, argued the move was necessary to advance gender equality.
Why?
Gender equality.
How do you get gender equality from a mannequin?
In a statement regarding the bill, Norton, who chairs the subcommittee on the Highway and Transit, argued, Women have achieved equality on the roads when it comes to driving, but when it comes to safety testing, to keep them safe on the road, they are nowhere near achieving equality.
How? Hold on. How? You mean to tell me that if a woman careens into a solid brick wall at 35 miles an hour, she is going to hit her head off of the steering wheel? She is going to be lurched forward and everything else differently than a man would?
That's what she's saying.
Then wouldn't that be kind of a problem with the car, not with the whether or not it's male or female?
That's why she says crash test standards are incredibly antiquated, and we must update these standards now, especially as more people return to their daily commute in the next few months. Kathy on the Facebook wanting to let us know that women have boobs to break the fall.
I would argue, yeah, they've got a little bit more cushion than a guy does.
In most areas.
Not saying it wouldn't
In most
hurt.
areas, women have more cushion to push in.
And I wouldn't say that. I'm not saying it like that to be, as an ugly thing. Like,
It's
I'm
true.
sure it hurts. It just as badly. But
Yes.
the point of it is there's not a lot of space for me. I mean, there is.
Well, there is, but
I'm fat.
yeah.
But no, a human being hits a wall at 35 miles an hour. Doesn't matter if they've got boobs or not. It doesn't matter. The point of testing it, all people crash the same. The only probable little difference that I can think of, and again, if you're a fat guy, you probably would actually be more susceptible to this than even a woman would. Duh.
Especially if you're wearing
But
a
the
little coat.
seatbelt, fat guy in a little coat.
Thank you. Sorry.
Is the seatbelt between the boobage. Okay?
Is it?
That's the only difference I personally see. And the only reason why I think a guy would be more susceptible to getting hurt than a woman would is because a woman, 9 times out of 10, assumedly, wears a bra. Therefore, there is padding. So if you do get lurched forward, it will... The side of the seatbelt will rub against the bra, whereas a fat guy like moi will turn around and have it running between the chest. And if I hit, there's no real fabric. I mean, my shirt, and that's about it.
I'm being signaled from the wife, and she says that is a negative.
You don't do the down the middle?
No, so she goes down the middle. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
my wife has had multiple car accidents.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
So she would know.
She's what we might call an expert. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm not.
She's
I'm
not,
kidding.
yeah, she definitely has bruised pretty much the entire chesticle area.
Yeah. No, and again, I understand that there's a slight difference with that stuff, but that's where they came up with the adjustable height on the the steering
side,
belt
yeah.
itself and all
Yeah.
that jazz. There are things to accommodate people, but overall, whether or not you are a male or a female has nothing to do with whether or not and how you look when you crash into a wall or another car or a human being,
Yeah.
a golf cart, I don't know, whatever the hell a deer. It all is going to be the same. Doesn't matter whether you've got an apple on the stem or not.
Right.
It doesn't change anything.
Ooh, I mean,
So what? This is just something. Okay, you go back up. There was a little thing that you kind of swept under the rug.
What are you
real
talking
fast.
about?
No, you swept it.
I did what?
You swept it.
No.
You did.
What did I say?
You swept it.
Oh,
Where
what-
did it go?
I bet it's this right here. Is that it?
Yeah, there's a little. You did. See, you passed right over that. The non-voting delegate, which means she has no say in anything. This is literally just talking to talk. She's stirring the pot. She's trying to cause problems.
Yeah, because she's a representative from DC.
That's my point. She has nothing. Tell me, I would love an example. Show me the difference between an antiquated accident and a modern accident.
Uh-huh.
I'll wait. I'm just saying. What's the difference? The fact that they They can slow it down now with computers as they can watch all this stuff more. And is that what it is?
I think that's what it is.
That's it.
It's antiquated.
That's oh my god.
It's antiquated.
This lady.
You patriarchal bastard.
No, this lady has somehow landed this gig where it is a high-paying, non-working job, and the only way that this is her thing. She will never hear from this woman ever again for about another year or two. She'll throw something else out there and disappear into obscurity and collect her paycheck, and that's going to be it. It's just, I hate this crap. Because it does. I get it. If it's like, well, you know, female hockey players are becoming very prominent in America, and we need to learn what the type. That's different. Women football player, whatever. That is different. And a car doesn't matter if it's a male or a female driving. It could be a kid driving it.
Uh-huh.
The concept is still the same. You hit a wall with a car at 35 miles an hour, it's going to hurt like hell, and it doesn't matter who's in the front seat.
Okay, so some of the differences and reasons why they go. So the National Traffic and Safety Administration reported that female drivers and passengers are about 17% more likely to be killed in a car crash than male drivers or passengers of the same age. One of the things that they do talk about, by the way, that was from 2013.
Hold on. I could tell you why
One of the things that
man drivers are more likely.
to not die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because most of the time they're drunk.
Yeah. So one of the things that they talk
You're
about
laughing.
here.
I'm being
No,
serious.
yeah. One of the things that they do talk about though is like, okay, 5'9", 171. That's what they use for the dummy.
Yeah.
Well, if a woman is 5'9" and 171, she's taking up the entire seat. There's a big difference there.
Okay.
So what they're saying is if they're using like quote unquote a typical model of the average height, average sized person, 5'9" and 171 pounds, which is the typical male, the quote unquote American
Average male. Okay.
Yeah. Average American male is definitely heavier, and the momentum changes because of the height and weight difference.
Yeah. No, and I get all that. The math and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I got all that.
You know, you could just make smaller dummies, right? Or lighter dummies. You could just make lighter dummies, like say 5'9" and 120. You can just hollow out the dummy, and then it would be the same. That's all that has to change. That's it.
But that's my point is they're trying to go with, oh, well, you know, the men are more likely for crashes and this. Well, if female drivers are more inclined to be hurt
Right.
when driving,
Huh?
then how about you test with that, and then you kind of come up with things. Again, it has nothing to do with whether or not it has boobs on it or not.
Sure.
You're talking about a size.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a size.
That's really the thing, is a size difference. And by the way, they do make different sized dummies.
Yeah.
Just so we all are clear here, they do make different sized dummies.
Yeah, they may run with the average, quote unquote, but they do kind of have a small little, like a range that they throw in there.
And
kind
they
of
have
the
a
lower
child
end.
sized as well.
Yeah, they do children and all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not like they do have just one single doll or four of them or whatever, and they kind of go, all right, Bert, it's up now, and it's same thing.
Yeah, right.
There are different sizes, different weights. But you're not going to get, again, just like with everything else, you're not going to be able to get every single one exactly, because every single person is different. You know what? How about instead of bitching about whether or not the test dummies are set up for male or female or whatever, how about, people just learn to drive?
Mm-hmm.
Not be on the phone and texting and doing your hair and eating dinner and while reading newspaper and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because because you said the average was 5'9" and
5'9", 171.
yeah, I'm nowhere near 5'9" and 171. Nowhere near.
I am 5'9" and 186.
Yeah, I'm well beyond that on both ends. How does it work for me? Anybody testing?
No.
Should we be doing like a fat shaming kind of one now?
Yeah, you should have a really heavy set
Do we
one.
have a fat mannequin?
Fat mannequin.
The heavy ones.
Yeah.
There you go. Adam W. Johnson, same way. 6 foot, 265. I'm not sure if being above average is a good thing or not. That's what I'm wondering.
Well, based upon the fact that every safety standard is based on the average sized person, no, it's really not, because you don't count in that run.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what it is. Oblivion flickering over there on the Twitters. Women do feel safer when they're equipped with a nice pair of airbags. Anyway, AmericanPrideRoasters.com is the place to go where you can get America's best historically great coffee.
Wow, don't turn that low. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah,
there
I
you
want
go.
to. Yeah, it's fine.
There you go.
It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com, AmericanPrideRoasters.com. It'll make you swallow every time you put it in your
Guaranteed.
mouth.
Guaranteed. You
Yeah.
go to mojo50.com. Those are the guys that, for some goofy reason, keep us on the air. Mojo50.com. You can check out all the other awesome hosts and shows. Lots of awesome things going on over there. Mojo50.com.
Uh-huh.
And you got our website, doaeshow.com. That is doaeshow.com. Check out the shop. Check out the archives. Lots of good stuff. Become a Defender with us. Help us keep the lights on over there at doaeshow.com. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. The new Facebook page is up and running. The Defenders Live Radio Show on Facebook. All the rest of them is at DOAE Show. We'll read your tweets and everything just a little bit. Got a whole other hour to go. Stay tuned.
Be right back. Okay. What you got going there? Okay. Coffee? Coffee? Sure. Coffee? Coffee.
There you go. Let's move that out of the way.
Actually, he moved it into the way.
Oh, beg your pardon. Holy crap. Right. Good God, man.
Google it.
Dear God, Reginald, don't you understand? There once was a man from Nantucket, and he learned to take a dump in a bucket. He bent down too low, and next thing you know, his ass was covered in shite.
That's why you have hoses, Reggie.
I was under the impression that crash test dummies were asexual. When did we sexualize them? Does this mean we're going to have people identifying as crash test dummies? And when is it the awareness
I'm pretty
month?
sure we already had that.
Yeah, when are we going to have that awareness month? That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
It'll be that last half of November, the beginning part of December. That'll be the crash test dummy awareness month. Mm-hmm. Every daggone time. It's always something. Always something.
No, it'll be Thanksgiving.
Be thankful you're not a test dummy.
Crash Test Dummy Awareness Month. All Thanksgiving long.
Do you or someone you love a crash test dummy? Wait for it, dude. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Are you or a loved one a crash test dummy?
Have you been subject to automobile accidents, not been giving you rendered your full due?
Right. Do the do. Oh, goodness. Do 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 do.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm just making stuff up as we go along.
Might as well. I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks you decided to do that because I was going to try and figure out when we could do the other project.
Oh, yeah. Well, we
Well,
can do that.
How are we going to do that if you're getting
Weekends.
up early?
Weekends.
No, I meant like this week, like during the day week.
What?
Yeah, because
I didn't know that. You didn't.
no,
say
no, no,
anything.
it wasn't. But I guess because I assumed that it was still going to be like another week before
yeah.
you get an answer,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I was like going
Yeah.
to pitch that idea tonight, but you
That's
kind of ruined it, is what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have thought about
you
it.
and
earlier.
you trying to make money. Damn.
Me and trying to not have my family starve. I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You damn you for trying to provide for your family.
You're welcome. I like not starving.
That's overrated.
Obviously.
Look at me.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
My goodness. Chinese officials say that a man in the eastern part of the country has contracted what could be the world's very first human case of H1N1 bird flu. I was so not ready. Here we go. Oh, you killed it. Never mind. It doesn't matter now. It's too late.
I can't do it. Yeah.
No, because that's the thing in the.
Yeah, with the thing.
We'll do it again in a minute.
later. Yeah.
I find something about this to be a crock.
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
Well, just the fact we'll start it off with the Chinese officials said it.
You know, the last time they called bird flu, it became the coronavirus.
Yeah. And then they turn around and complain and said, well, no, it didn't come from us. You know, the whole leak thing, the lab leak thing.
Oh, the woo-ha!
Yeah, the patient, a 41-year-old man from Jiangsu province, was hospitalized with the virus on April 28th.
Uh-huh.
April 28th.
April 20.
That was over.
That's a while ago.
That's like 2 months ago.
Like, what?
It's a long time ago.
April?
Oh, okay, a month and some change.
Yeah.
He's in stable condition according to the country's National Health Commission. Right. And that is also according to NBC News, who is ready to be discharged. Statement from the commission stated, quote, this infection is an accidental cross-species transmission. The risk of large-scale transmission is low. End quote. Now, does anybody feel comfortable about that? Do you feel at ease now that they kind of say, oh, don't worry about it. It's not
I was just...
Really? Statement from the commission. On Tuesday, Reuters reported note that Chinese officials didn't state how the man became infected with the avian influenza virus.
yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Oh, no, what?
Didn't they kind of do that with the COVIDs? Didn't they? I mean, I think they said it was. They said they found this and this is happening, and then they didn't kind of go into anything about what it could have come from until way later. And then they blamed it on the whole Chinese wet markets and people eating heads off of bats.
I'm just going to say this. The Jiangsu province also has a biopharma industrial zone.
You don't say.
It's the Qidong Biopharma Industrial Zone.
Huh.
And they have many different places that are either being built or have been built or set up there.
You don't say.
No, I definitely did say. Yeah.
But there's no connection to anything.
No. He
there
got this from a
at
chicken.
all. Oh, I'm thinking about a South Park now. It's the chicken.
The chicken's did it.
No, remember the guy that was doing the
Oh,
chickens?
yeah. The chickens, yeah.
The chicken doer.
It's the chicken. Yeah.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Quote, H1N1 is a low pathologic and a relatively less severe strain of the virus in poultry, and the risk is that it is spreading on a large scale is very low.
Very low indeed.
The NHC added, according to a report which has also pointed out that just 160 isolates of the virus have been reported in 40 years leading up to 2018. Quote, no other causes of human infection from the H10N3 have previously been reported globally, that according to Reuters.
Sweater's Prime over on the Twitters. At DOA Show, risk of transmission is low. Now, where have I heard that before?
I do. I'm just saying. Just saying. This whole thing, I can't take any of this seriously.
Well, I mean, I'm taking it seriously.
Well, no,
I just
I mean-
believe that they're lying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't.
You can't look at this and say, oh, yeah, that's honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because you know that somewhere something is lying. Somewhere. If one, it's the Chinese. The Chinese have never been accurate. I say accurate. They've never been honest. They've hid everything from the beginning about everything. Just it's so stupid.
Kathy on the Facebook. Swine flu, bird flu, mad cow. Old McDonald's been busy.
Yes. EIEIO.
Oh, no.
According to the Hindustan Times.
Very well done.
Thank you. It's because I have a copy next to the toilet.
Oh, I bet.
The Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Their CDC.
The CCDC.
CCCDDVP. Conducted a genome sequence on blood samples from the patient last week and confirmed that it was the H10N3 strain.
Uh-huh.
Local authorities have traced the patient's contacts and have kept them under medical observation. End quote. Experts warn people to avoid contact with sick or dead poultry.
Isn't that all poultry?
I was going to say,
in the
how do you cook it then?
if it's not living, which you don't call it poultry if it's living.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, hey, look at my poultry farm. No,
it's a chicken farm.
it's a chicken farm.
Until it's dead, and then it's poultry.
Right.
Why is that? Because you don't get attached to what you kill and eat.
Right. That's why we changed the names of everything.
And avoid direct contact with the live birds. Or you could just wash your damn hands.
Maybe washing your hands is a good idea.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
People should also pay attention to, quote, food hygiene, wear masks, improve self-protection awareness, and check for fever and respiratory systems. Or wash your damn hands. I just threw that out there. I don't know.
Big Pharma Steve over there on the Twitters. At Dylan Lyles thinks of South Park. I think of Favre from Super Troopers.
Farva.
Calling out a couple of chicken effers.
I need to watch that again. It's been so long.
So good.
So good.
Yeah.
I love it. So there you go.
Uh-huh.
Let's say apparently China has issued this whole other thing now. That's great.
Right.
You know, another disease coming out. But you know what you shouldn't do?
What?
Is you shouldn't argue with China and say that it was leaked in purpose.
Right.
Because if you do
should
that,
not. Yeah.
there'll just be one more thing for them to be pissy about, and they may actually go through with, nuclear war.
Right. So in the Fujian province, a top Chinese propagandist declared.
He declared
He
with a loud voice, he climbeth to the heavens and spake with a loud voice to the world.
He declared recently that China should prepare for nuclear showdown with the United States as President Joe Biden affirmed continued investigation into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Not that I want to be this guy, because again, I don't really care about the person, but we didn't have any actual nuclear threats when Trump was in office. And Biden's only been in for less than 6 months, and there are already talks of nuclear war. This is not just like, we're going to war. No. This is nuclear war.
Yeah. Once decried as a conspiracy theory, despite the lack of evidence disproving the possibility, the Wuhan lab leak theory as the origin of the pandemic has gained significant footing in recent weeks, with high-profile scientists saying the possibility demands increased investigations. Biden responded to growing confidences in the theory last week by calling on American intelligence officials to conduct more investigations into the pandemic's origin including the possibility that COVID leaked from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Quote, the United States will also keep working with like-minded partners around the world to press China to participate in a full, transparent, evidence-based, and international investigation and to provide access to all relevant data and evidence.
I mean, that sounds great.
That
and
was
all.
from the Bidens.
That sounds great and all, but that's never going to happen.
No.
At this point,
No.
and just so we're clear, this is not something I want to see happen.
Right. None of us.
So
No,
we're
no, we
clear.
don't want this. We don't want this.
But the only way at this point you're ever going to get China to go along with anything and be honest about it and be transparent and blah, 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 is it would have to be a war against China. And I'm not talking
we'd
about
have to force
just
them
America.
into being clear.
It would have to be a forced thing. And then unfortunately, you're talking about what would end up being a world war, because then, Russia would side along with China, and then it wouldn't end pretty. There's no real way at this point. China has been the biggest, oldest one on the block, and they don't give a damn about anything that anybody else wants to do because they are in control with what they do and say something.
Right.
So at this point, you could keep going, well, we're going to ask them to continue to try and be transparent with us. Yes, and you might as well try to continue to pee into the wind and hope that it doesn't get all over you.
Yes, all of these things will happen.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
It's not going to happen.
Not to say Nee wants some clarification.
Okay.
He says, can we clarify one thing? Is it orange chicken or the sweet and sour that's impacted? It is General Tso.
Don't say that, because that's the one I like. Damn it. It's always the one I like. It's never anything else.
I can't have any of it. Shut up.
It's never like, the lo mein or whatever. No.
General Tso.
It's always General So. Deck on it.
I can't have any of it, so whatever. I can't even have the happy family.
Anyway.
Yeah, according
Pineapple or lemon chicken. Thank you, Kathy. It's
There
a
you
good
go.
one. I just,
Yep. Mhm. Yep.
it's always the good stuff. It's
It
always
is.
the stuff I
always,
like.
Always. Yep. The propagandist who edits the Beijing-controlled Global Times newspaper responded to Biden's statement, saying that China must prepare for a high-intensity showdown after citing China's nuclear armament.
See, hold on. You just that sentence, that paragraph
Yeah.
says it all. Chinese propagandist.
Well, he probably calls himself a media.
Oh, no.
media mogul.
I would bet you $1 that not even $1. I'd bet you anything on there that literally it is an intentional propagandist.
Uh-huh.
It is meant to BS the rest of the world.
Well, that's what their
and
media
their
does.
own people.
That's what
no,
their
but I
media
mean,
does.
they're obviously being open about it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I mean, depends on who you're talking to. According to the Australian Daily Telegraph, whose message?
Who?
Whose?
Yeah, whose message?
Exactly.
Who?
Yes.
Who's on first?
Whose message was published to Sina Weibo,
Huh?
China's Twitter-like social media.
Okay.
The message, translated by the Chinese human rights activist Jennifer Zheng, reads in part as follows. Given the intensifying U.S. strategic containment of China, I would like to remind once again that we have many urgent tasks, but one of the most important is to keep rapidly increasing the number of nuclear warheads and strategic missiles like the Dongfang 41 with extremely long range and high survival capabilities. This is the cornerstone of Chinese strategic resilience against the United States. We must be prepared for a high-intensity showdown with the U.S. and China, and at which point a large number of the DF-41s, JL-2s, JL-3s will be the backbone of our strategic will. Our nuclear missiles must be so numerous that the U.S. elite will tremble at the thought of a military confrontation with China at that time.
Sounds like they're messing around on it.
I mean, they're obviously making jokes.
Well, clearly. I mean, and again, you can tell it's going back to the whole propagandist thing. Given the intensifying of U.S. strategic containment, containment. The only crap that America buys in stores anymore comes from China. How is that containment?
Or Taiwan.
Like I said, China. We don't want to end up like John Cena and say they're two different separate places.
By the way, his entire movie tanked because of that.
I know. Good. I am happy for that.
Like ticket sales for that movie tanked.
Good.
Immediately following.
Good.
It's awesome.
Jackass.
Dummy.
But the fact of the matter is that's all that is he's telling the people, oh, yes, the U.S. is strategic containment of China. Everything we buy is from y'all. You have full reign pretty much to do whatever the hell you want to do because ultimately there are people kissing your ass. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the world is about to get really, really bad. And it has nothing to do with who's in office. It's the fact that the world is getting ready to go to hell quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you might want to make your peace with God now. Just so that way you're done and handled. Because if they're actually serious about the whole nuclear bit, there's not a lot we're going to be able to do. Once one side launches, everyone else is going to launch all theirs. And then the rest of us, again, go to a top of a hill with some popcorn and just watch the fireworks and wait for it to end.
In much lighter news.
Lighter news that when you're talking about a weightlifter?
Yeah, come on.
Transgender woman weightlifter, Laurel Hubbard.
That's a man.
Yeah, Laurel Hubbard.
It's a man.
It is ma'am.
Right? It is ma'am.
Thank you.
Competing in the upcoming Tokyo Olympic Games is like a bad joke, quote unquote, to biological female athletes, said a rival weightlifter. That's what you told the Inside the Games. Quote, first off, I would like to stress that I fully support the transgender community and that what I'm about to say doesn't come from a place of rejection for this athlete's identity. This is coming from weightlifter Anna von Bellingham.
Of Belgium.
So this is I already see it now. Her mother's name is Helga.
Her name is Anna.
Her grandmother's name is Bertha. But soon she added, quote, that anyone that has trained weightlifting at a high level knows that it has to be true in their bones. This particular situation is unfair to the sport and to the athletes.
Yes.
Van Bellingham. Van Bellingham, 27, is looking to qualify in the same weight category as New Zealand's Hubbard. The over 87 kilogram super heavyweights.
That's big ladies.
That's
some big ladies.
I just said. It's
big ladies.
And is directly affected by the presence of Hubbard, who is set to become the first openly transgendered athlete to qualify for the Olympics in any sport, according to Inside the Games website. Hubbard is 43.
43 male.
43.
A male at 43.
Biological male who identifies as a female and has competed against women for several years, beginning transitioning to female at the age of a mere 35.
See, okay, just want to pause here. So 87 kilos. Super heavyweight.
Yes.
191 pounds.
For women. Yeah.
But that's the super heavyweight.
Yeah. I know.
For women.
And again, he transitioned at 35. Or started. At 35.
Yeah. But what does that really mean?
That means he's just barely turned to woman status to be able to get into these things in the first place.
At the age of 35.
Yeah. It would seem that Van Bellingham's complaints about Hubbard go against the wishes of the powers that be, who allegedly want those who disagree with Hubbard's presence to be quiet about their concerns.
Allegedly.
But she went for the jugular anyway. Van Bellingham pointed out that to the Inside Games that it's widely known athletes can retain the benefit of taking steroids even years earlier. So therefore, quote, why is it still a question whether 2 decades from puberty to the age of 35 that the hormone system of a man also would give an advantage in competing against women? I understand that for sports authorities, nothing is as simple as following your common sense, and that there are a lot of impracticalities when studying such a rare phenomenon. But for athletes, the whole thing seems like a bad joke, end quote.
She seems very upset.
She does, and it makes a good point. Excuse me. I mean, think about it. If somebody starts taking steroids for just a couple of years, that stuff lingers in the system. Like, it's there for a while. Okay, it's not just, that stretch. That kind of stuff can change. It changes your body. So if you as a guy have been a guy for 35 years and then suddenly are only a woman for less than 10, or even 8. It was 8 years. 8 years you've only been a woman?
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you're going to have a little bit of lag there. It's a little bit of carryover from being a man.
Well, considering that one of the main factors is bone density.
Yeah, and that doesn't go away. No matter how much estrogen you pump into a man, that bone density is always going to be there.
Well, eventually you can whittle away at it.
Well, yeah, but you're talking
Years, like 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah, by the time you're old and decrepit and it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
by that time, it's not so bad.
Hubbard made a splash in 2017 after cheating to win 2 silver medals in women's world championship. I added the cheating part.
I heard the cheating part.
I just wanted to clarify. I added the cheating part because it is what it is. He's cheating.
Yeah.
He has a clear advantage and whatever. And in 2019, he took home 2 more golds and a silver in the women's competition, the Pacific Games in Samoa.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. In 2015, IOC guidelines ruled that transgender athletes can compete as women if their testosterone levels are below 10 nanomoles per liter for at least 12 months before their first competition. But numerous scientists have criticized these guidelines, saying that they do little to mitigate the biological advantages that those who have gone through puberty as males, including bone and muscle density.
Wait, what?
Yes, muscle and bone density.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah, so the thing that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works out.
Yeah. Again, it's one thing. Again, I don't even believe it very well. Oh, dear God. Yeah, that's a man.
That's a man.
That literally is just a fat man.
It's a fat man with balding. Okay, so the widow's peak is there and balding in the front, so it's like pulled back, but also slightly longer hair.
I mean, if you showed that picture to anybody, there isn't a person around here who would think that was a woman, transgender or otherwise. All it is I couldn't compete and hack it the other way, so I'm lying and I'm cheating and I'm manipulating just so I have the ability to be able to change my name just so I can
change my name.
Because I can't do it as a man, so I have to pretend that I'm a woman.
That's why I'm playing games.
Talk about a sudden change.
Change my name. I'm acting kind of shady.
Walking around in dresses.
Because I'm playing games. Oh.
I can't do it anymore. Not the complex slug over on Twitter. There needs to be a trans category for the Olympics.
Yes. No.
Why can't?
No.
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 I'm with that. I can do that.
You could do that.
But that would, if they have a special needs Olympics, why can't they have a transgender Olympics? That's how I think it should be. If you're going to do this, then do this. You're keeping everything in that realm of being fair.
I mean, if you're going to be fair, you can be fair that way. Yes, that's true.
I would rather do it that way. Not even have a category in the Olympics. No. Just give them their own Olympics.
We have the Special Olympics.
Yeah. We have the Special Olympics. You can have the Trans Olympics.
Be part of the Special Olympics.
No, you can't do that.
Why not? They're special.
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying you're insulting the other specials.
Oh.
And I
No. But they'd have their own little class of specials.
No, again, you're mixing it with another group. Why didn't you just have a trans category in the Olympics that we have now? No, just have the cis Olympics, the transgender Olympics, and the Special Olympics, and be done with it. Nobody watches any of them anyway.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares anymore. It used to be. I used to love watching them, all of them.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, it's a crock. It's always been a crock. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I'm not going to be upset with it. Just go away.
It's not a thing. Yeah.
Just go away
Yeah, we
with
go
the
away.
Olympics. Just be done with it.
Bye.
Nobody cares.
Whatever. The fly kept flying in my face, like right in front of my mic. I was like, no, I can't do anything about it. Wouldn't do it. No. I got it though. And I'm happy. Stupid fly. Man hands. I'm going to have an admin job, which means I can have nice hands again.
Shut up.
My hands have been destroyed from pulling cable for the past couple of years. You know, I've been on site at the current location for 4 years.
Yeah.
Since 2017, man. I didn't even think about that until I looked at my resume. I was like, what?
Oh my.
2017?
Yeah. It's been a while, son.
Jeez, what have I been doing?
Not a lot.
I know. But that's okay.
It is what it is.
I guess it goes to show I can stay somewhere, you know?
Oh yeah, longevity's there for sure.
Stability there.
Yeah. There you go. If we're going to have the special trans category, can we have the many drugs as one body can handle?
Yes.
All the steroids and all of the everything else? I love it.
Yes.
I'd watch it.
Bring that up.
This is Defenders Live.
Is this really considered a story?
What this one?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to laugh at it a little bit.
I mean, it is, but it's
I
not
do.
it's not a long one.
Chris over there on the YouTubes real quick. He's asking me, talking about the screen header that we have going around the everything. And no, actually, I just made it. I made it. I made it myself.
Oh, you mean the bottom thingy right there?
Yeah, the border and everything.
Yeah,
header
no,
and bottom,
it just went plain.
I went and I just made one real quick, and I was like, you know what? Here we go. Boom.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, we could find other ones, and we could do the fancy news one where it could be scrolling and a ticker and blah 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 blah.
But you know what? It made it easier to kind of throw it up there and make it so we are all framed in and all the rest of it. So we're trying. We wanted it that way. You know, got to have a professional look somehow. You know.
Well,
some
yeah,
way.
and I mean, because
Somehow,
we
some way.
eventually we're gonna take the time to go do it and swap it all out. It's just
And have the ticker and everything else. But
you know where it has the socials and
streaming across the bottom.
Yeah, you know, and on occasion, you know, and we could do it too. It's just a matter of implementing it, but we're just too damn busy. But we could do like even the ticker where it could throw up like the chat, occasionally throw up somebody's chat.
Oh, actually, what I can do that now, but it wouldn't be a ticker. It would just be like, poof, right, like at the bottom of the page.
Oh no, I know I got all that part, but I'm saying like you could have
I can show the
as a
comments and everything. Yeah.
ticker, yeah, just have it run across the bottom too. We could do that as well.
Yep. But we haven't gotten there yet.
No,
So-
we just choose not to.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't gotten to the point of wanting to do that yet.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, Elon Musk has dominated the news cycle in early December when he was announcing that he was going to move Tesla to Texas. There's a problem, though.
Again, this story, like,
I think when this happened, I thought of this and I mentioned it.
well, no, we did talk about this. I think at one point.
Yeah, we talked about it when he announced
Yeah,
that he was moving to Texas,
and
he
how
was
dumb it was.
right because the
I
fact,
mean, on the one hand, it makes sense because no state tax. They're very company friendly out there.
yes,
Great place to live.
great places. Yep. But here's the problem: you can't sell Teslas in Texas.
Yeah, I know. He knew this.
Going into this, he knew that he couldn't sell the Tesla in Texas.
Surprised. So I don't understand why he's pissy. Like,
It's-
he knew this coming into this. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
So here's the funny part.
For being the smartest man on earth.
Right. Yeah, under Texas franchise law, automakers cannot sell cars directly to the customers. They have to sell it through a dealer,
Yeah.
franchise dealership, third party.
Yeah. It's some weird.
So Tesla can't make their own cars and then sell them directly to the customer. Tesla has to find a dealership like a Leith or whatever in the local area. and
Leith?
say, yeah, Leith dealer. Leith.
Oh.
Leith Auto.
I
yeah.
thought you meant, I thought it was some kind of thing.
No, like Leith. Leith
Hey,
Auto. Here-
gotcha.
Here in North
The
Carolina,
name
you got
Leith.
Leith. Yeah. Anyway, any auto seller that's willing to put their cars on that lot
Okay.
and then sell it that way. That's the only way they can sell it in-house. And nobody wants to. Because Tesla doesn't have a franchise. They
Yeah,
can't-
because they can't have it because it's like a boys club kind of thing. They're there and you can't get in.
Right. The company legally cannot sell their cars in Texas, which means that if they want to sell to people in Texas, they have to ship it out of state to sell it at the Tesla dealership out of state. And the people have to go
Out of
drive
state.
out of state and go pick it up and then bring it back. I just think it's funny. It's just really funny to me.
Yeah. Again, you knew this.
Yeah.
Elon, you knew this. Going into the, you knew this was coming. So why are you surprised? Why is this a story? Why is he making a big deal about this? You knew before you left California, this is how it was in Texas. They've been talking about it for years. And you get down there and you think, oh, well, I'm here now, it's going to change? No.
No, and the funny thing is, because the way that Texas is set up for their legislative system, they only meet every 2 years.
Yeah.
And he didn't get the bill put in soon enough. So he has to wait at least another 2 years before he can get a bill even seen by their legislative body.
You would think that what would happen is you would have this, again, set up before you make the move. I understand that California is a horrible place and you need to get the hell out of there.
Right.
But you'd been there this long. I'm pretty sure you could have made it a little bit longer to make sure you had everything tied up on your end before you got there.
I mean, I know that they're literally stabbing you in the face for taxes, but at the same point in time,
I mean,
you didn't have to start there.
that's what I'm saying. There's a way that you would do that. You would set up and kind of try and see, hey, can it change? If not, how do we make this look? Blah, 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 blah. And no, they don't. They didn't do it. He's like, oh, well, if I just show up, it'll happen because I'm Elon effing Musk. No, that's not.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Whatever. I mean, whatever.
It's just what it is.
It's just, again, for being arguably one of, if not the smartest man on the planet, you're a dumbass.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. You should have done better, and it's all on you. Nobody else's fault but you.
That's right.
So there you go.
Oh, speaking of Texas, Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott vowed on Monday to target state lawmakers' pay in response to an action by the Democratic legislative body that effectively killed an election security bill.
Huh. Okay.
The Republican-controlled assembly was set to pass legislation SB 7 on Sunday night, when Democratic lawmakers staged a walkout from the chamber, denying the quorum needed for the midnight cutoff for the final approval. In response, Governor Abbott threatened to hit the lawmakers where it hurt, their bank accounts. He said, quote, "I will veto Article 10 of the budget passed by the legislature." The governor warned in a tweet, noting that Article 10 funds the legislature. No pay for those who abandon their responsibilities, he said. Stay tuned.
Well, I mean, that's
We were asking when we saw this.
yeah.
We were asking like
How he could do it.
That's how. Veto the bill. You don't want to do your job, you're not going to get paid for it.
Which, I mean, is only fair. I mean,
It is.
That works in every other job, every other facet of life. Anywhere. You're put into a position to do a job, whether paid for or not. And if you do not fulfill it, then you are vacated and moved. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I would love to see this actually take effect, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I don't think that he would do it, but at the same time, I'm like, would you really though?
Yeah, I think you would.
I would love to see what would happen. Because can you imagine the uproar over all that? Everyone was suddenly like, how dare you? You just took our money. It's not fair.
The outlet noted that the state lawmakers are paid $600 a month, equal to $7,200 per year. They also get a per diem of $221 for every day that they're in session, including both regular and special sessions. Following Abbott's threat, Democratic lawmakers lashed out, criticizing the potential move as an authoritarian. Democratic State Representative Donna Howard tweeted,
This would eliminate the branch of government that represents the people and basically create a monarchy.
No, it wouldn't. All you have to do is your job. That's it. You show up.
you can't stage a walkout,
A walkout.
when you are the government.
Yeah, you don't represent people if you walk out
That's not representing
involving
them.
something for a decision for the people.
If you don't want to make the vote, just say no.
I mean, yeah, to actually cross that line. No, I even say no, I believe is to not. Like, it's very simple. Okay? You either agree with the law, you're either going with the law based off of what your constituents say, or you're not.
Right.
It's that simple. And if you're not, one, keeping up with your constituents, then that's on you, boo.
That's your own fault at that point.
Okay?
Yep.
But it's a very simple job. You sit in the chair. We are bringing to the table SB 7. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, say nay.
No.
There you go. That's it. There's nothing else to it. If I argue that if you even say, I'm not going to vote, then you're refusing to do your job. You might as well walk out at that point. It's as simple, yes or no.
Yep.
Put your name behind something. But for some reason, government has been allowed to just kind of lax on it forever.
You know, the funny thing about, I actually like a certain part of the parliamentary system that Britain had for a while. Mm-hmm. And it was, if the people weren't there, the vote was just counted based upon the people that were there.
So just kind of, you're not going to vote and you're not going to do anything? Okay. So there's 30 on our side and 2 on yours? Okay.
I guess we win.
That was easy. Jolly good. I agree. I mean,
But they used to use that system to like try and do sneak votes,
no,
which was the problem, because they'd be like, oh, we're going to vote at 11:30 here. And then they'd vote it at like 10:30 instead.
Yeah, I know. And then be like, you didn't get the memo? I'm so sorry. No, and that is shifty. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, again, your job is to vote yay or nay. Mm-hmm. Put your name next to it. Yes, I agree with this. No, I do not.
And it should be based upon your the people you represent, nothing else. It
Yes.
shouldn't be personal things. It shouldn't be it should be based upon the people you represent.
Yes, but the reason why they don't want to put their name next to it is because they don't want to do anything. They don't give a shit about the people. It's about their political bent. It's if they don't vote, then they can't actually be held accountable for whatever it is that they did or didn't vote for. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the meat and potatoes. And if they don't hurt somebody's feelings or make somebody mad or whatever, then by going, well, I didn't vote for that. You see what I'm saying? I was so appalled, I just walked out. No. Like they can, by
Like that
doing that,
actually means anything.
they maintain some level of higher moral ground. No, it's not. It doesn't.
No.
You are lazy, you are spineless, and you're not doing your job. Therefore, you should be fired. I would much rather have a representative even go blatantly against me. At least he's doing his job.
At that point,
I have more respect for those guys than I do for the people who just, I'm not going to vote. Or just sit there and don't vote at all. It's
at all, nothing.
so
Not
stupid.
doing a thing. The rest of it, yeah. The bill, which aims to protect election against fraud in parts by tightening the rules surrounding early voting and mail-in voting, has been carelessly criticized by Democrats, including President Joe Biden,
Of course.
as an attempt to restrict voting access for minorities and low-income voters.
Because, it's always racial. That's what I'm saying. Everything's political and even,
Racial.
which is funny is even the attempt of trying to make things right from a political standpoint still gets politicized.
Because it's political.
And here we are.
That's just what it is.
So there you go.
In completely other news,
This is just, I don't know what to say to this. This is so stupid.
it's the best.
A 13-year-old girl from Portland, Oregon was severely burned and will face months of rehabilitation after attempting a dangerous TikTok challenge that went awry, according to her family.
No, it went awry.
It did.
Oh, no.
It did. Quote, I have parental controls on all of her stuff, and it still wasn't enough. That's what you get for letting a 13-year-old kid just watch TikTok.
Right. Without you.
I could argue, period, but
Yes.
yeah, definitely without
But
you.
At least without you.
If you're going to let them do it, at least you
Be
should
there.
be there. The team was attempting to recreate a video from TikTok where a flammable substance is smeared on a mirror and then lit in the dark, according to her family. They believe the bottle of rubbing alcohol caught on fire during the video. Quote, I was in the living room when she screamed my name and I opened the bathroom door. Her body was on fire. Destiny suffered third-degree burns from the incident. She's been in intensive care since she was burned on May 14th and has received a tracheotomy.
I just have to let you know her name is not Destiny.
No, it's
No, her name is Destiny.
Yeah, but that's not how they're saying.
I know her name is Destiny.
You want me to say Destiny?
It's Martini with Dest in front of it instead.
You're heading to a martini.
That's right.
Okay.
Your destination is Martini.
Okay.
It's a destination Martini Destiny.
Okay. Destiny.
Her name is Destiny.
Destiny. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Quote, it was unreal, heartbreaking. I don't think anybody wants to see their daughter on fire. Horrible.
It's very true.
That's what the mom added. Destiny has also undergone skin grafts for her arms and neck.
Yep.
She will be hospitalized for at least another 2 months. The family has set up a GoFundMe account to help them with the teen's hospital bills.
Nope. I'm
No.
sorry, I can't.
You're an idiot.
No.
You're an idiot
yeah.
parent. You're an idiot kid.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm not blaming the parent on this one.
I'm sorry. What?
Sometimes kids are going to be stupid
I agree.
despite the parent. Okay?
I agree.
Despite the parent, the kids are going to be stupid.
I agree. However, I still blame the parents because they let the kid watch it.
And it was in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
It was in their bathroom.
You know better. You should have. No.
No.
The family said that the parents should monitor their children and what they're doing on social medias closely. Gee, isn't that what I
Really?
just said?
That's what they said.
That's
The
what I
family.
just said,
but
too,
The
see?
family's like, yeah, we should have probably done better.
Yeah, see? So even
Okay.
they agree. So
All
why
right.
am I going to pay you as the parent? You guys screwed up.
Yeah.
Quote, it's really important to present with your children, be present with your children. Because when we monitor them, we have parental controls. We can do all that we want, but things slip through.
Yeah. Duh.
That's according to Destiny's sister. Other dangerous TikTok challenges have alarmed fire officials, including one where children record themselves causing an electrical spark with a wall outlet. I'm not. I'm not. I don't aspire to the whole evolutionary thing. I don't
Darwinism.
I don't believe in Darwinism. However, survival of the fittest. I think it's kind of time we just let stupids kind of go the way of the dodo. If you're going to be dumb enough,
If you're going to be a dodo, go that way.
yeah, they be a dodo. And I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see
Never.
anybody die.
Never.
Having said that, though, if you're going to be dumb enough to play with a wall outlet, then I'm not helping you with your GoFundMe page. I don't feel sorry for you.
What happened to you? I got electrocuted by sticking a fork
I
into
stuck
an
a
oven.
fork in a wall outlet.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Jeez.
Like, that's it. That's where we're at.
That's bad. That's
That's
just.
where we're at. Like, I don't
That's
feel sorry for you. I don't.
It's like you remember that they were talking about the white whale or whatever, that was the guy
The
that
blue-
was
the
the
blue
blue whale
whale.
or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy that was challenging all the kids, and
Yep.
they were going to the point and then slowly committing suicide after a while because he was able to just put them into the position to where they felt like they could. That's what this is.
Yeah,
in
I know.
essence, this is like these kids are the challenges are getting dumber and dumber.
Yeah.
And worse, and they don't realize that the person who initiated the challenge didn't actually do the challenge.
Yeah. Well, again, if you're going to follow along and do whatever stupid thing happens online or anything, there is a level, like I always thought, of natural inherent common sense.
There's not there anymore.
Clearly not, because otherwise
This wouldn't
be happening.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, I agree. It wouldn't happen because people shouldn't be this stupid. And yet they are.
Yeah.
Speaking of being this stupid, Democratic lawmaker, New York governor. Lord, he's mighty. Killer of all grandmothers.
Or at
And-
least most.
Other than his own, Andrew Cuomo has received an earful of anger after his Memorial Day stunt,
And what stunt would that be?
where he decided that Memorial Day weekend was to remember the essential workers who died from COVID.
I would like to know how many essential workers died from COVID. How many essential workers died from COVID? I'm just curious about this. I don't know if do you have the number there?
Well, so based upon his numbers,
Now I was gonna say, now then before you go there, I want accurate. I don't want they died with the virus in them, even though that one was poisoned, one was hit by a truck, and another one played with a snake. Like, I don't want that. I want like legit. They developed it. They were in the hospital. Symptoms got worse. They died. That's what I want.
yeah, okay, you got me because there's not.
That's
But
what I
I'm
thought.
just saying.
That's what I thought.
He issued the order last week, directed flags on the state government buildings to fly at half staff and the state law landmarks to be lit red, white, and blue on Sunday to, quote, honor the essential workers who lost their lives during the COVID-19. Flags will remain at half staff until noon, and the landmarks will remain lit until Monday, 31st. The service members who lost their lives fighting to defend our country. The governor noted that during the press conference, he noted that, quote, we remember those who gave their lives on Memorial Day, gave their lives for this country, fought for the freedoms because freedom isn't free. Also, I think we should remember this past year on Memorial Day. Remember the 42,000 New Yorkers who died. Remember the
42,000
Yeah,
that died.
42,000. Remember the 1,000 essential workers, always round numbers, who died giving their lives.
How
Giving their life. Giving their life.
I can't. I literally can't say anything to this. This is infuriating. And you know what? He's gonna win. He's gonna get reelected again. I'm calling it now.
Rockland County Executive Ed Day, former first responder, told the Bronx News 12 that the county wouldn't take part in Sunday's directive, calling the decision a sickening effort to co-opt the true meaning of Memorial Day.
Well, at least somebody's got their head on right.
Others had similar reactions, saying people like the Gold Star wife, Michelle Garcia, who lost her husband, Justin, in Iraq in 2006 when she was 6 months pregnant with her son, told the station that she was outraged by Cuomo's directive and wrote him a letter asking him to reconsider.
I mean, I wouldn't be doing please reconsider. No. I would send him something equivalent to a giant middle finger. Here's a new chair for you, Governor. Sit on it and enjoy. Tell me how comfy it is.
WGRZ TV said it asked Dan Frontera, an Iraqi war veteran and organizer of the Afghanistan-Iraq Memorial at Buffalo Naval Park, and David Whipple, who lost his son Blake in Afghanistan, about Cuomo's decision.
It's a good thing his name was Whipple and he lost his kid, because I was about to really pick on his name.
Thank you. They said, quote, there are a number of days that recognize the military, but Memorial Day is the only day that recognizes the fallen. And it's all about them.
Yep. That's the whole point of it. And it irritates me how people just kind of go, oh, because I've had people do that. Turn around and be like, oh, well, just think of veteran for, the Memorial Day. Think about it. No, it's not about the
that's
veterans.
Veterans Day.
It's the fact. Yes. Veterans Day is for
veterans.
The veterans.
Memorial Day is for the people
veterans
that got lost,
who never made it home.
Right. That's for the people that we can't say thank you to.
The ones who truly paid the price to be able to have the freedoms to be able to barbecue and
do whatever. Talk trash about each other, that whatever we're going to do.
I'm telling you, Cuomo's going to be around. As much as we hate seeing it done, as much as he's going to be around. He's going to get reelected. He's going to be back. And it's just going to keep going. Mm-hmm. Nothing is going to change.
Nope. Nothing at all.
There we go.
Yep.
So, finally, Bill Maher, host of HBO's Real Time, staunchly defended Israel and its right to defend itself from Hamas terrorists in Gaza on Friday, rebuking progressives who condemn Israel and claim that Israel is guilty of, quote, war crimes, end quote.
Bill Maher.
Yeah, Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Yeah. And I this is the reason why I like Bill Maher. Because the guy can at least, it doesn't matter whether you agree with things or not, like he's willing to at least stand on principle. And the principle of the thing is people have a right to defend themselves. Period. Progressives, from far left lawmakers to celebrities like supermodels Gigi and Bella Hadid. Or Hadid.
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 Hadid. Bella Hadid.
Bella Hadid. Vocally condemned Israel's military campaign against Hamas terrorists in Gaza this month, which was reinstated after the terrorists began launching missiles into Israel. The state of Israel even accused Bella Hadid of, quote, advocating for the elimination of the Jewish state, end quote, for allegedly invoking the phrase, quote, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, which Israel explained is a phrase used by those who call for the elimination of Israel, end quote.
Duh.
During a panel discussion that involved New York Times columnist Nicholas Kristof, Maher strongly upheld Israel's rights to defend itself from Hamas terrorists. When Kristof accused Israel of, quote, engaging in possible war crimes in Gaza, end quote, Maher immediately interrupted, quote, Gaza fired 4,000 rockets into Israel. What would you say Israel should have done instead of what they did, end quote. Kristof responded by claiming Israel's response to Hamas, quote, was probably a war crime because Israel didn't sufficiently avoid civilian casualties.
Allegedly.
End quote.
So Hamas goes into a civilian-ridden zone, shoots off the rockets from there.
Yeah.
Because one, it's closer, and two, it makes it so if Israel responds, it looks like Israel is attacking
Poor, innocent people.
poor, innocent folks. The people that live in those areas understand this, and they leave.
Or they don't, and they support what's going on.
And then they get killed.
These people, a lot of these people, these innocents are not necessarily innocents. Now, the children, and I would argue, obviously are.
Unless they've been brainwashed.
Well, but even so, I still would argue that they're still innocent because they're manipulated. They're convinced that if they lay down their lives for this cause, then it'll help further the bigger goal.
Sure.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, man. Mara was immediately shot back, pointing out that Hamas intentionally operates from civilian areas. Mara then gave a history lesson about the Jewish occupation in the southern Levant, noting that Israelites controlled the area for more than 1,000 years before the Arabs even arrived nearby. To rebuke accusations that the Israelis are occupiers or that they are operating in a, quote, apartheid state.
It's funny how even Bill Maher can point that out.
Again, it's because if you are least willing to look at facts, you can be honest about things, intellectually honest.
Yep.
And that's what we need. I mean, I may not agree with him in religion or anything, but
At least he'll understand that, hey, people are meant to be people, and people can live in the place that they've been in there forever.
that's true. That's true. And I bet you would understand if you go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee. That is AmericanPrideRoasters.com, Mojo50.com. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I think.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Got a full day. Talk to y'all later. Bye.